Hello and how are you? My name is Mahindum Bark, and in today's video series we are going to create a chat application with a user interface like WhatsApp. It will allow people to create their accounts, and once they create their accounts they can become friends and they start chatting using that application. It's what we're going to create today, and we're going to start it from scratch. You don't need to know much about Android programming to make this up, and if you already know about Android programming, still it is good for you, because I'm going to show you the best practices that we can use when you're creating a chat application. For this chat application, to make it complete, whereby we'll create the user interface from scratch, and we'll also create the backend or the web server part also from scratch. So we have a lot to cover, and let me show you what you're going to do. We're going to create this application, a user interface like this one, where someone can simply say hi, and when they send the message it will go, and another one can reply like hi and say my name is John, and when you send the message it will go, and the other one reply that my name is John, something like that. So we'll also give it life, so that it should be like people can create their accounts and they can chat with each other like WhatsApp. It's what you're going to do today, and I will be making a 30 minutes video every day. In 6 days maybe it will be done. So I hope you're ready to do this chat application with me. If you are, then let's get started right now. So in the very first place, I'll begin by creating a complete fresh application, okay, by simply coming to file and say new, and then new project. Okay, then after clicking on new project, we're going to select an empty project here. Empty project. What is it? Empty project is here. Is it? I cannot see clearly. Empty project, yes. And then I click on next, and then I'm going to call it simple chat. Okay, I'm going to call it WhatsApp clone. Okay, I can call it WhatsApp, whatever. WhatsApp clone. Okay, WhatsApp chat. Okay, let's call it WhatsApp chat. WhatsApp chat. Okay, and then I'll click on finish, and then it will start compiling or preparing my application. So I'll pause the video. So it's done with creating the application. I hope everyone can do this at this point. So I'm going to create a chat activity, so that when someone starts so that where we'll put the messages. Okay, so simply come here and right click, and I'm going to create a package for activities, right? I'll right click there and say new, and then come and say package, and in this package I'm going to call it activities. I can call it activity or activities, no problem. So this is where I'll be putting my activities. So right click here and say new, and come and say empty activity. Activity, and I come and say empty activity, and I'm going to call this one chat activity. So this is where we'll be putting the chat messages that someone will be getting. So let us put here a click method. Let us put here a method that will be opening the chat activity automatically, or I can just simply put here a button that if someone clicks on it, it should open the chat activity, right? So press Ctrl and click on this. I'll come back to the main activity and click here, and then we're beginning with the user interface, right? So I'll come and collapse this one here and change this one to linear layout, this main activity, and I'll change the orientation to vertical. Then after doing that, I'll come and delete everything here, and come and put here a button. Okay, you can put maybe wrap content, and also wrap content, and also give it maybe margin of 10 dp, and then I'll come and give it text of chat. Okay, say chat, open chat, and then after I'll close it. Can put maybe size of maybe 20 dp, and then I close it. Okay, and then I can give here the gravity of center. Okay, so let's put here the on click, like if someone clicks on this button, you should open the chat the chat activity. Okay, remember we're in the main activity layout. So simply put here on click like this. I can put open chat. Okay, then I press alt and enter here, so that I should create this method. I click on create method, and this method is being created. So here I want when someone clicks there, it should open the chat activity. So let us go ahead and create the intent. I is equal to new intent, and then what do we pass here? We pass of course the context, and then the activity that we want to open, which is chat activity dot class. Okay, after doing that, then we'll have to start the activity, start activity, and then we pass the intent I. Boom. Then there will have opened the activity. So with that said, let's go ahead and start now working with the activity of the chat. Okay, so I'll close this main activity. I'm not interested in it now. Close this one. I'm going to split this one. So we're interested in this chat activity, this back end, and the front end. So right now we're going to concentrate on the front end first, and then when we're done with the front end, then we'll go ahead and create the back end. So I've already created these layouts, so to save your time, I'll just copy some parts as I'm explaining step by step. Okay, so I don't need to worry. So I already created these layouts. Where are they? I'll click on split. Okay, so I'm going to take you step by step. You don't need to worry at all. Okay, so have a linear layout first. So I'll come and copy this one here. Okay, so you have to change this one to linear layout. Just change this one to linear layout. Okay, so I'll just put this one, and then I'll make sure it is a linear layout. Close it from here. Boom. Yes, and then I put here tools, press alt and enter. So I hope everyone can do that. Let me explain here. I've changed this one to linear layout, and I give it width match parent, height match parent, and I give it background of this color, which is it is the color is what is E8, E9, E4. That is one that will give that kind of light green, very whitish and light green that is in the background of WhatsApp. You see, and then I give orientation of vertical, and that's it. So that's simple. You can as well do it. So after doing that, we're going to go ahead and do what, and give the next step. So I'll come here and add another linear layout, and also make sure that I close it. Okay, so this is linear layout that is going to have the toolbar. Okay, the up bar. You see, it is a simple linear layout with match parent and height of wrap content, and the background of that green, which is 0.9, 0.075E54. You can see it. Okay, I don't need to explain. And then gravity of center vertical, and orientation of horizontal. Okay, then after doing that, I'll go ahead and put another linear layout. I'll explain everything. Linear layout. So in this linear layout, I'm going to paste it here, and then I'll close it here. Okay, so once I do that, I'll have something like this. You should also be able to get something like that. Okay, and this is just a linear layout. You see, I'm having no 3 linear layouts, which is having this this layout, the ID of LYT back. Okay, it's having that ID, and then it's having the width of wrap content and height of wrap content. You see, and height of action bar size, and background of selectable background. You can see it here, and also you see I have clickable, which is true, and then gravity. You can look at these values. Okay, you can look at these values. Then I need also to do what? I need to put the padding, the spacing. Okay, so in this spacing, I have the dimension that I've already created, so I don't need again to repeat myself. All what you need is just to look at how I'm going to make these dimensions, and then you can pause the video and copy them, or you can download this source code from the link that I'll provide in the description. You can as well download the source code, okay, and copy those dimensions. So I'm going to create those dimensions right now. Okay, so we'll come to what? We'll come to values here. Just click on the project and then click on the resources and click on values. Okay, so you right click here on the values. So if you right click on it and then say new and then come and say new sample data. Okay, sample data directory. Okay, or can simply come and say new and then say resource file. What is it? Values. Okay, values resource file. And then in these values we just put dimensions like this, dimensions. Okay, just put their dimensions and send to okay. Okay, so here is where we're going to put our dimensions. For me, I already create them, so you can pause the video and look at them. You see, they are the dimensions that we're going to use in our project. Okay, so you can pause the video and look at them, or you can simply download the file, this file, and I'll put the link in the description, and you just copy them and put them in the project. Okay, so I'll copy these dimensions and come and paste them here. Okay, so after doing that, you see everything is okay. So this will be resolved. Okay, these dimensions will be resolved. Okay, so after doing that, we'll go ahead. That is done. So I've put just some spacing between our layout and another thing that's going to put next to it. So I've put that one. So we'll proceed and proceed. I've put that. So we're going to put there an image. Okay, we're going to put an image inside there, and just simply come here with this linear layout and put there an image, and then press Alt and Enter here to resolve this one. Create namespace declaration. Yeah, that is done. Okay, so it's just an image button. It's an image button which is having width of wrap content and height of wrap content, and height of wrap content, and then height of action bar size. That is the height, and then the background of transparent. Okay, Android color transparent. You can write these lines. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and create this drawable of the back. Okay, this back drawable, this one like this. So I'm going to create the drawable of the back. So I'll just simply come here to the project and then come to our drawable folder, right click on it and say new, and then we come to drawable, vector asset, and then I double click here and then I wait it for load. Then it says simply put back, so you can use one of these backs. Okay, let me first find out which back that WhatsApp is. So WhatsApp uses this back. Okay, when you open the chat, WhatsApp uses this back. Then you click OK, and then I come and paste this one. I call it IC arrow back, and then say next and say finish. Okay, so it should be resolved, and you can see there it is resolved. Okay, so you can as well tint background tint and put Android color white, and then it will be white background. Okay, the color will be resolved when you run the application. Don't mind about the color. Okay, so after doing that, we'll go ahead and put a view that is going to separate that icon from another next view. Okay, then we'll have that one. It's just a view that is having a dimension of spacing medium. Remember, we've already imported these dimensions. If you haven't, you should because if you don't, you'll be disturbed so much by creating this dimension manually by yourself. Okay, so after doing that, then I go ahead and put the circular image that we're going to see here. Okay, for the user. So I'll come here and put the circular image. Okay, this circular image is a library that we have not imported in our project, so we're going to go ahead and add this library of circular image view in our project so that you can have a circular image here. Okay, so let's go ahead and import this library. So we just simply come to our project and we go to the Gradle and then click on Gradle module. Okay, so in this Gradle module, you're going to go here where there's implementations, and then you put this library implementation com.Michael Lopez circular image. You can as well search it on internet. Just search it on internet, it will be simpler for you. Make sure you're connected to internet and then click on sync. Okay, You can as well search this one, just search it on internet, you'll get it. It will be simpler way for you. Just simply come on net and search it. Oh, not connected yet. Let me first connect. So if you search circular image view, you'll find it on Google search as the first search result, and you can get the implementation. You see, the implementation is here. Okay, you see, it is here on GitHub. So for me, I'm going to use this one, 3.2.0. Of course, that's the latest. And then I'll simply click on what? On sync now. So make sure that you're also connected to internet, and then click now to, sync now to sync your Gradle with your project. Okay, so it's done. I'll just simply close it, and then if I come back here, it should be resolved. It should be resolved by simply putting circular image view. See, it is resolved right now. Okay, so I'm going to get this image of mail 7 right now and put it in my project. I already have it. This one here, I'm going to put on my project. Can get this one. Okay, so I'll just simply come here to the project and then come to drawables here. Then I'll come and drag and drop it here. Press Ctrl and then drag and drop it here. So we can also as well use any kind of image just to work as placeholder for now. Okay, so for refactor, and then we'll have our image there. You see, it is there. So if I zoom, you can see we are trying to create now the WhatsApp chat. Now you can see it's making no sense. So I'll come back. Now you can see we're having the circular image view. All what you need is just write this one, okay? And it's having width of 36 dp and height of 36 dp, and it's having that src, and you can see this attribute that I've put. Okay, so after doing that, then we proceed to the next one. Okay, it's going to be another linear layout that is going to be next to the one that we are working with. Okay, so I'll copy that linear layout and I'll also explain step by step. So after this linear layout, I'll come outside here. After this linear layout, I'll come outside to it and add this one and make sure that I close it like that. Okay, so in that linear layout, I'm going to put a text that's going to have the text appearance. Okay, so inside this linear layout, it is just hey, width of wrap content and height of wrap content, and it's having the orientation of vertical. Yeah, I'm going to put something else. It's having padding left of spacing small and padding right of spacing small, and I'm going to put there some text inside. Okay, so I put there some text. You can see it is just layout width of wrap content and head wrap content, and the name is just Roberts for now, just as a placeholder, and it is having the text appearance of art style, text appearance up compat.media. You can as well write this one, and then it is having the text color of Android color white, and then it is having the font style of sans serif medium. Okay, so by doing that, you'll have this. Okay, so after doing that, then you proceed to another thing, copy that text and also add it there next to this one. Okay, so this is going to have just a description of what of this user, whether it's online or not. Okay, so it is just a text view, and it's having wrap content, and it's having this caption. Okay, it's having the style of what of caption, as you can see here. It's having a style of what of caption, and it's having color of gray 10. So I also have these colors. I've already prepared these colors, so all what I'm going to do, I'm going to import them. So you can also import these from the file that I'll share in the description of this video. So I'm going to come here to projects. Okay, you can see these colors. I'm having them here. I already prepared the material UI colors, and I'm already having them here in the values. See, I'm having all these colors there. So instead of you writing them from scratch by yourself, you can just simply pause this video and find the link in the description, and then copy them from the project, and you go to values, and then you'll find colors. So I'll copy all of them, and then I come here to values, right click. I already have a field of colors, so I don't need to create another one. So just double click there and add those colors. Okay, also if you have them, you just need to add those colors there. So I'll just simply come and copy them all. You can use them even in your other projects. Copy, and I'll come here after the word, before the word resource, the closing tag, and paste them there. So some are repetitive, so those which are repetitive I can just cancel them, remove them. Okay, and everything will be beautiful. Hope I remove those one which are showing red color. Okay, so everything is now beautiful. So you can also do the same. So you can pause this video and go and copy those colors from the link that I've put in the description. Okay, so let's proceed. And if I come back here, so I have the dimension and the colors. If I come back here, you can see I'm having that text color of online, which is kind of grayish, and it's not that much gray. So it's now resolved. So we finished that one. Okay, so proceed. I will proceed to the toolbar. Okay, we're having that toolbar width that is going to copy this, and I'll explain it, don't worry. Just come here next to this one, next to the very text, I mean next to the linear layout. Okay, next this linear layout. So I'll come outside after this linear layout. After this linear layout, I'm going to put another, I think it's going to be what? The toolbar. So I'll come after this linear layout, you see. After this linear layout that you're working with on top, I'll come and add this toolbar that you can see here. The toolbar that you can see here. So the toolbar, it is just a simple toolbar that you can see here. It's having just an idle toolbar, and it's having width of match parent and height of action bar size, and the style. The theme is theme overlay dot app compat dot dark dot action bar. You can see it's just dark action bar, and it's having the insert with navigation of 0dp, and then the pop-up theme of app compat dot light. Okay, app compat dot light, theme overlay app dot app compat dot light. So you can pause the video and write this one. Okay, so after doing that, then it means that you have finished that top part. Okay, so proceed and create another relative layout, which is going to be next to that one. So just simply come here. So we're going to get the relative layout and put it in this last linear layout. Okay, this one, this linear layout, I'm going to put there a relative layout here. Okay, here before this last linear layout, and I can come and do it and close it. Okay, so it's a simple relative layout with the width of match parent and height of 0dp and weight of 1. Okay, so it is spending 100% of the height. Okay, so after doing that, let's go ahead and put now the recycler view inside that relative layout. Of course, that recycler view, so I will put our data or the charts. Okay, so it's just a recycler view, as you can see here, with the ID of recycler view and width of match parent and height of match parent, and clear padding of false, and padding top of medium and padding bottom medium, and scroll bar vertical. You can look at those things, you can look at them. Okay, so after doing that, we're going to add another view in the bottom after that recycler view. Okay, here immediately after the recycler view, and we give another view which is going to have width of match parent and height of 2dp, and then it's having align parent top to true, and then it's having background color, I mean the background of BG gradient soft that I'm going to create right now. You're going to see it, and it's having the rotation of 180. So let's go ahead and create this BG soft. Okay, so you can just simply write here the file name. Okay, first write the file name, and then simply press Alt and enter, and then create this file. Okay, just say okay, and we're going to create this file at this moment. So I already created it. I'll just simply come and copy it here. So this is the file, so you paste this. Okay, it is just nothing but a shape of Android rectangle shape, the rectangle shape, and it's having the gradient of 270 and the color overlay of 10, and also end color of 20, and then the start color of transparent, and the type of the color is, I mean the type of the gradient is linear gradient. So you copy this piece of code and put in that layout that you just created here. So after this one should be resolved. Okay, this layout should be resolved. That's the thing that will make kind of the dark background from bottom to top. Okay, you see. Okay, so after creating that, we'll go ahead and we've finished that one. So we'll go ahead and put now the linear layout. After the relative layout, we're going to put a linear layout that is going to have now where the user will be writing the chart. Okay, after this relative layout, immediately after it, we put now the linear layout. Okay, and then we make sure that we close it. It is having the layout of width of match parent, and is having the height of wrap content, and it's having orientation of horizontal and padding of spacing medium. Okay, so after doing that, we're going to put a card view inside it, card view inside this linear layout, and then we make sure that we close it. Okay, so it's having width of 0 dp, and it's having height of wrap content, and it's having a linear layout. I mean a linear a layout margin of spacing large. You can look at these attributes, and it's having the weight of what? Of 1. Just look at these attributes, right? You'll understand. Okay, then inside that card view, you're going to put now what? Another linear layout that's going to have now the text that the user will be entering the data in. Okay, so put another linear layout inside that card view, and we close it. Okay, so we'll end up having something like this, as you can see it here. Okay, we'll end up having something like this. So we're having here a linear layout of match parent, height of action bar, of spacing XML large, and it's having the horizontal of rotation of horizontal, and it's having padding left of small and padding right of small. So inside this linear layout is now where we're going to put the image. Okay, the image view here, image view, as you can see it, and it's having the width and height, as you can see it, and the background, as you can see it, and then it's having the padding, as you can see it. So I'm going to just simply press here Alt and Enter and change it to tint. Everything will be resolved. And then it's having this icon that we're going to create this right now. We're going to create it right now. Okay, we're going to create it right now, which is just satisfied icon, like it's kind of an emoji. So I'll just simply right click here on the drawables. I hope I'll find it there. Right click, then come and say new vector asset, and you try to search satisfied. Okay, satisfied, this one. Okay, so it's now that we'll select, and then I change the color to, I change the resource file name to the one that we're having, and then say next, and then say finished. Okay, then we'll have something like that. Let me show you something like that at that point. Okay, so I hope you can do it. So after putting that, we'll go again and now put the edit text view, where the user will be entering the data in. Just simply come and paste it here. I'll explain everything. It is having layout of 0 dp, and it's having the layout height of match parent, and background, a layout width of 1, and background color of Android transparent, so it is transparent, and it's having the hint text of write a message, and it's having the IMA option of action search, and adding of spacing, padding of what? Of spacing middle. Okay, so having that one. Okay, then lastly we're having an image view that is going to have the send icon, this one. Okay, so the camera first, not the send. Okay, so having the image view of spacing margin large, you can look at those attributes, and then I press Alt and Enter to resolve this tint thing, and then we're going to put here the camera. So I'll come to the drawables, right click and say new, come and say vector asset, and double click there, and search camera, maybe this, and say okay, and then click OK. Let me first look at WhatsApp camera. Yeah, it's that one. Next, sorry, click back and put the name that you're having in your layout, and then say finish. Then we'll have that beautiful camera there. You can see it. Okay. So we're about to finish it. We're about to finish this layout. So let's go ahead and give now the the material floating. Okay, so after putting that card, that item, and then we're going to put here the material floating action bar. Okay, it's going to be next to the card layout. So immediately after the card view, we're going to put this. Okay, it's going to be just simply write this last class. Okay, floating action bar. It's what you write. Let me show you. Just write this floating action button and then press enter. Everything will be written for you. Okay, so that's where we're going to put a microphone. You can see it's having a button send. You can look at these attributes and enter them accordingly. Then here we're going to put the microphone like that of WhatsApp. So I'll simply come here to project, then right click on it, say new vector set, double click there and put the mic MIC, which is this one. Okay, the WhatsApp one is this, I hope so. Is it this one? Let me look. Which one is it? Let me look here. Mic. Okay, whatever, I think it's this one. Say okay, say next and say finish, and then we'll have our microphone there. So if we move our mouse here, we'll have the microphone when we run the project. So that's it. That's the front end layout. I think it's done. Yeah, it's done. So if you find a problem, you can just simply download it, but I don't recommend that. I recommend you to write it by yourself. Okay, and then you'll have something like this. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and run the project and see so far what we've got. So that's our project. So I click on open chat. You can see it looks nice, but we still have this action bar, so I have to remove this action bar. And what else? We still need to set these things to be that green color, and you still need to set this one to be to be also white. But at least you can see we're having something that looks like WhatsApp. Okay, so that's what we're going to do in the next video. But for now, we'll stop from here, and I hope you can do up to this. Okay, so in the next video, we'll fix these remaining parts. For example, changing this one to the white color, removing this action bar, and setting this one to the green color so it can become exactly like WhatsApp. So don't give up. Let's meet in the next video, and we'll proceed from here, and we do what is going to be what we need to do in the next video. Okay, so if it was helpful video to you, please remember to like the video as well as subscribing to my YouTube channel and share it with your friends. Okay, so let's meet in the next video, and thank you for watching. This is the source code. Okay, we meet in the next video. Bye bye.